Hello, everybody. We're doing a small video today, small podcast from home. Tom, you're with me, aren't you, mate?
Yeah, although it's very weird. It's weird. I'm talking to myself. There's
Yeah,
a video of myself in front of me. I can't see you, but I can hear you, so that's all good.
yeah, you're the voice in my head today, um, which is great. How have you been, mate?
Yeah, I've been all right. Been plodding along. It's weird times at the moment, isn't it?
It's very strange times. I've spoken to you a couple of times and we've chatted because we've been still trying to work on the film, which we'll go into more detail later. But
hmm
quarantine, mate, we're on lockdown, son.
Yeah, for way too long. I don't know how long is it. Is this week 4 now?
I think, yeah. So yesterday was the end of the third week,
Yeah.
and now we are on, we're on to week 4. Um, it started off and it was weird, and it was like it's the end of the world, and people like were losing their nut and stuff. But
Yeah,
normal now.
it, it's gone. It's this weird plateau of what I've found. It's gone. No one really cared because I remember we shot Porcelain. We finished shooting the bulk of the film just as like the UK started to panic. So it
Yeah,
was like,
yeah.
oh, it's stupid. It's just a flu.
Because we were away. We were in good old Stoke Abbott in the middle of
Yeah,
nowhere, filming our film, and we were kind of everyone was on their phone and like Twitter and Facebook. It's like, like this virus has come to England, but it will be fine. Like there's one person in London that's got it.
mm,
Uh, and when we got for the week, it got a bit bigger, but it was never anything massive. And then we got back from Stoke Abbott on the weekend, like I think so, like 10 days before lockdown happened, and it was like, oh, it's getting bigger. And then like it was like uni's planning on closing, whilst we were out looking for a location for the
yeah.
last scene of our film, Shock Horror. We've not finished yet. Um,
We will finish though. Don't worry about it.
oh yeah, no, we'll go on to that and we'll talk about what our plans are and stuff. But yeah, we were aware it was kind of like it's a small virus, but like people will be fine. Like it's nothing to be massively worried about. And then within a week of us getting back, it's like lockdown. Do not leave your house. Um, stay inside. And now it's just we're stuck here waiting for it to be over.
Mm. I mean, it's. I think the moment it sort of hit me because obviously I did a lot of driving on set. I like, had to
Yeah,
drive a lot of people around, and where I have my phone up for like maps and music and stuff, it would always pop up at the top. It'd be like, oh, today's deaths 5 people, or today's deaths 10 people. I remember thinking, oh, like that's nothing. Like it's never going to get here.
yeah.
But we're on what, like 900 a day now?
I mean, so like it was over the weekend. We like the biggest we've had is 980, which is mental.
Yeah, it's
In just
crazy.
one in a 24-hour period, 908 people died. But I mean, the last 4 days it's been 700 between 700 and 800, which is lower, which is good. Or obviously it's not good, but I mean it's better than nearly 1,000 a day.
Yeah,
So hopefully, like we're on peak now, and within the next 3 weeks, it goes down even more, and we can go outside, and life can kind of somewhat go back to normal.
yeah. It's kind of it's a sad time as well because if we everyone's praying that this virus is going to get really active and really the fact we're praying for a peak in activity
Yeah,
is not a good thing because like we're praying for people to get infected so that herd immunity works and it can go on, which is why I don't really get this whole sort of lockdown, like one piece of exercise a day. I would rather sort of like stay in as much as possible for a short
yeah,
period of time so like less people get hurt rather than this kind of thing where it's just kind of slowly moving on.
yeah. I think it's very difficult because obviously there are some people, like our country's full of people in different situations. Like there are single parents out there with like a kid in a flat, like a block of flats somewhere, that
Mm,
can't stay indoors all day every day. Like they need to be able to get outside. Whereas there are people in big, like massive country houses that have 20-acre gardens, and they're fine to just do what they want in their place. You know what I mean? Uh,
yeah,
and it's kind of difficult because everyone's in different situations. So the people abusing this one exercise thing and going out and meeting up with friends and drinking in parks and stuff, just letting it down for everyone else that's genuinely doing what they're supposed to be doing.
Yeah,
Like,
but I was watching the news yesterday, or something to do with the news, and it talked about, because Austria's just coming out of quarantine now, I think,
yeah,
and their lockdown was a lot stricter than ours. So I think that the stricter version does work. But it's a weird thing, because you're never going to be able to please everyone,
no,
and these are hard times. I think the government's kind of not really used their power enough, which it's something I never thought I'd say, but I don't think they have.
yeah. I think it's a difficult one because, like you say, you can't please everyone. I feel like we as a country, as you can see from this, is like the majority of this country doesn't listen to when you're told something. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
It's like, oh, stay inside. It's like, oh, like what's going to happen if I don't, sort of thing. And it was kind of lenient. Like to start with, it was like, please, like stay at home when you can, and then it was like, right, I'm telling you, you have to stay at home. But there's not been, like, for what I've seen, I'm not following it 24 hours a day, but there's not been any strict like discipline on people that have been breaking the rule, if that makes sense.
Yeah,
Not seen
I've heard
anyone.
of some places that have given fines out, but not really.
Okay, I mean I've not heard anything like here, but I mean whenever I've gone out, because obviously I'm still in Southampton because I stayed here, because home's not too far away, and I sort of thought I'd just stick around. Whereas I know you went back to Braintree.
Yeah, I went back to Essex.
Yeah, and it's here is not. People are listening to it. Like I've been to the shop 3 or 4 times in the last 3 weeks, and there's no one around. Like it's bare minimum people, no cars and stuff, which is nice to
Mm.
see. What's it been like
The,
for you when you've been out?
um, especially with the warmer weather, it's not been great. I go out sort of like once every 3 days for like a bit of exercise and stuff.
Yeah,
Make sure I keep my distance and stuff.
yeah, yeah,
But I've seen people go out once a day. I've seen people go out like more than once a day. But even though they're kind of stretching the boundaries of what they should be doing, they're not. Everyone's keeping the distance, and everyone is um, what do you call it? Like not meeting up with people outside the
yeah,
household. So to an extent, they are following the rules. Um, but I still think that people don't really understand if one person stretches the rules a little bit, that means other people can, and it just creates that chain reaction. There was a really good video that I saw on Facebook that was like, it was like a PSA for social distancing, and it was like this. If Connor can find it, he'll put a little clip
yeah.
here.
We'll have
But
a look.
it's like a room of mouse traps, and then someone like throws a ping pong ball
Oh yeah, I
at the
think
mouse
I've seen that.
traps,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I think I've
and
seen.
they all explode, and then like there's a room of mouse traps with like a 2-inch gap between them,
Yeah,
and then like just the ball just bounced between them, and it was like social distancing works.
yeah,
I thought that was really cool.
yeah. No, I think it's that kind of thing where there'll be a couple of people that try and like push it as far as they can, not for like banter or whatever, or not to piss people off, but because they kind of go, well, surely I'm all right doing this, and surely I'm all right going just about this far. Like I'm not stepping over the mark. But
Mm.
I think it's one of them that once you have someone that's been affected by it, like close family, or you've been affected by it, then you understand the severity of the situation.
Yeah,
Like, I mean, me and because I'm still here with 2 of my housemates, and like me and Dan have kind of been in, and we followed it straight. We've been inside like 3.5 weeks now. We started before lockdown, making sure that it's like we only go out if it's necessary. But then when you're seeing like people messing about, like on the news and stuff, or on clips on Facebook, people like sunbathing in parks and stuff, it's like, well, we're here trying to take it seriously, and we're not taking the piss. And then we see that, it's like, well, this is so unfair because we're going to be stuck in here longer because other people aren't doing what they're supposed to be doing,
yeah,
which isn't fun. But I mean, I'm kind of having all right time.
yeah. I was going to ask, has anything good come out of quarantine for you? I feel everyone's sort of going on about this thing. It's like, oh, if you don't come out of quarantine with a new skill or something, you've wasted your time. Have you been doing anything?
Well, I've been, obviously you've seen on my Instagram, every day I put a post up.
Yeah,
I do my day 63 of quarantine. At the start, it kind of so basically every day I do, for people that don't know, I do a post on my Instagram, which is basically just a summary of what my day's been like. So it'll be, sometimes it'll be it's normally a selfie of me with like a filter on it, because no one wants to see this ugly mug without a filter. And I just talk about what I've done, and if I've been out, or if I've seen like a bird in the garden or a cat in the garden, what I've eaten, what I've searched online. Just because it's that kind of filling people with like information, and I suppose it's that kind of thing where I've gone, oh, I wonder how I wonder how Vlad's doing, because I've not seen Vlad every day, and if I go on and I've seen he's posted this stuff, it's like, oh, he's been up to that. So it's kind of filling people in who don't necessarily reach out on what I've been doing, which has been fun, because it's made me, because I've had some messages back from it. I've had people messaging going, oh, like, these are so fun to read, and I put up a post. I saw a bumblebee in the garden, and I put up a post about bumblebees, and I put some facts on it. And I got a couple of people messaging me back going, oh my God, I love bees. Like, this was such a cool thing to read. So doing that every day is making me get up, at reasonable times, and genuinely like trying to get through the day, going into the garden, see if I can see anything, keeping myself busy.
Fair enough.
I can tell other people what I've been up to.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely have not been getting up at reasonable times. I think I got up tonight, or today even, at like 1 p.m. I woke up at 3 one day. That was bad.
No, what was it, a couple of days ago? See, at times, like, I don't wake up until late in the day, like 5 p.m. And I go, oh,
Yeah.
you know what, I'll stay up from 5 p.m. today until 10 p.m. tomorrow. So I do like, 30 hours, best part of, so I go to bed normal time. But the other day, I like clocked out at like lunchtime and woke up at 8 p.m. And like, I'd lost the whole day, and I was like, no, this needs to be sorted.
At this point, days don't really exist anymore. It's just
No, and I think with my whole thing, because my whole thing is day 63 of quarantine, and it's the kind of on every day is the same day, and who actually knows what day it is. Not everyone's got that joke. A couple of people messaged me and gone, "You've really been in quarantine 63 days?" I'm like, no, it's a joke.
Yeah, I didn't get it at first until you explained it to me, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'd never put it out there as it was, I simply just started with day 63 as a joke, because it was, every day felt the same. And I kind of carried on that trend, because it'd be a bit weird if I just started going, oh, today's like day 83, when actually it's not. It's, we're on, 22 or something now. But yeah, I've been doing that each day, which keeps me occupied. Been playing Warzone, Call of Duty.
Oh God, everyone's been playing Warzone. I didn't bring my PS4 down with me, which is a good thing, because it's a waste of time. But
it's because it's free. Like, it's basically a better version of Fortnite. And like, I've seen loads of YouTubers like streaming it on Twitch and YouTube streaming services and stuff. So like, I got involved, but it is like addictive because it's free, and because it's simple, easy to sit and play.
They're just not like, I don't like the battle royale things. They're just like, they take too long, and I'm bad at video games in general. So it's like,
oh mate, now we got our first dub yesterday. Was it yesterday? I think it was. Me, Con, Sam, and Dylan got our first win. Crazy stuff. But
proud of you.
Because obviously, thank you, mate. I really appreciate it. I texted my mum after it. I was like, "Mum, you'll never guess what I just did." And she replied to me going like, "What is this about?" And I'm like, "Oh, I won my first Warzone." She's like, "I don't even know what that is." So I was kind of hoping for some praise, but I didn't get it. But see, obviously, because we're gonna jump on the sad trend of reacting to TikToks in another video.
Yeah, which is to be fair, is all I've been doing pretty much. When I wake up, it's straight on the TikTok compilations.
See, I refuse to make one. I just like, I will never. I can't say I'll never say never, but like, I do not want to be that person that makes TikToks, because they're so cringy. And all these people like doing dances and stuff to different songs. That's not me. Like, no one wants.
I don't know. It's somewhere deep down in me wants to be TikTok famous, but like, don't think I've got it in me.
Yeah. But yeah, I've got some based on Warzone for you. So you might have to look up and understand what I'm on about when I talk about a gulag.
I know what a gulag is. That's the thing where like, you have to shoot each other, and then whoever wins goes back.
Yeah. Everyone loves a gulag, mate. In the showers, But no, so I've been doing that pretty much. How about yourself? What have you been up to?
Not much. I'm trying to write a feature script at the moment,
Oh yeah,
which is
get that
exciting.
quiet.
So, I just finished like doing the beat sheet, and so I'll be starting my first draft in a couple of days.
So, can we get a snippet of what your feature's going to be? You know, is there a little thing you can tell us yet, or is it all under?
Um, it's going to be sort of like um, I want it to be like half, because my favorite genre is that sort of like gritty British drama kind of thing.
Yeah.
So I want it to be sort of like half that, and then like half piss take of American high school movies, because it's all about American football. So
Okay.
it's going to be a combination of those two genres, which I think will be quite cool. That's all I can really say at the moment because I haven't written much. But
Well, that sounds interesting. I'm sure when you've done more, we'll hear about more.
yeah,
You can maybe tell us a bit if we film another one of these in a couple of weeks' time, if you've had any progress. But that sounds cool. I mean, I've been meaning to do some writing. I've had ideas and stuff, but it's kind of just putting pen to paper or
yeah,
fingers to keyboard is not been, you know, I've not reached that point yet. But you know, I'm hoping I'll be creative at some point soon.
yeah. It's just a good use of time at the moment since I'm not really doing else. If I'm not doing that, I'm playing Maple Story, which is the best game ever made. If no one knows about this,
Maple Story.
yeah, it's the greatest game ever. It's like a MMORPG, 2D side scroller, and you level up, you kill mushrooms, you do quests. It's great.
No, it sounds really fun, mate. Obviously,
Yeah,
the main trend of quarantine has been Animal Crossing.
yeah, which I do really want to play. I just don't have a Switch. I'm too poor for a Switch.
Yeah, no, I mean, I can't afford a Switch. I can, you know, I can afford a pot noodle right now, and that's about it.
Yeah, you
Loads.
can't afford more than three though. You're not allowed to buy more than three these days.
Are you not? Is there a rule on it?
Yeah, I got told off for buying 4 pot noodles the other day. They were like, you can't have four. You've got to choose three of them. I was like, oh,
What? Pot? Oh, that's nuts, mate. World's gone mad when you can't buy 4 pot noodles.
I know. So you can buy 3 pot noodles by themselves, or you can buy 3 packs of the 4 pack of curry ones.
So you can either buy. So you're telling me you can either buy 3 individually or 12 in total, but they have
Yeah.
packs.
So you can buy 3 or 12. You can buy 1, 2, 3, 4, 8, or 12, but you can't buy 5 or 4 different ones.
That's nuts, mate.
Yeah,
That
it's right. These are the student struggles in these times. I couldn't buy like 4 packs of like the pasta that you put in the mugs, the mug shots. Couldn't buy 4 of those either.
mate. That's crazy. That's hurt me, bro.
I
I mean,
know,
I'm not a huge pot noodle fan, but that's hurt me for the people for the people out there that can't buy 4 but can buy 12, but only want 4.
I know. The day that I can buy more than 3 pot noodles is gonna be a beautiful day indeed. And the day Weatherspoons opens as well is gonna be an amazing day.
See now, yeah, but wasn't there like a bunch of chat about the owner of Weatherspoons because he got a bit cheeky about paying people? Am I right?
Yeah, well, he wasn't going to pay people until the government paid his grant or something like that.
Weatherspoons owner. Let me have a look. Let
Because
this is right.
I'm pretty sure that's true. I think he is paying people. He just didn't want to pay people until the grant came in. So it's obviously like they would have been paid late.
Right. But surely he could have just paid them, and then when the grant comes in, he keeps it, right?
He could have done. He's definitely he's obviously rich enough,
Yeah.
but
I mean,
he
Weatherspoons
obviously didn't want to.
is 5-star when you're a student.
Yeah,
But now that's a bit crazy.
it's a shame.
As long as people have been paid now, I can go and have I can go Weatherspoons when it opens. It's going to be
Yeah,
busy though. You know that, right?
it's going to be packed. I
Every
can't wait though. It's going to be like
it's
the biggest party of the year.
going to be like World Cup 2018, mate, when football was coming home for a while.
Yeah, I only went out one time at football. I went out for UK, not UK, England versus Colombia, and that was mental. It was like I've never seen a pub more packed in my
Yeah,
life.
right, that's a special moment. Yeah, what a game. But No, that's fair. I think we'll definitely have to hit a pub when all of this is over.
Yeah, I'm taking a camera out with me. I'm gonna be like, because I think some people's like first reactions of like being out of quarantine is gonna be amazing.
Yeah.
So I want to take a camera out and like capture those.
It's going to be
I
like
think that'd be really cool.
people aren't going to remember how to walk.
Yeah,
After,
I mean,
like,
people still walk outside, but like they don't know. Like they're gonna go into a pub and be like, "This is." It's gonna feel so strange.
yeah, it's going to be like there are kids that have been born in this little time, and it's going to be like explain to them the time they were born was like the nuttiest time to be on the planet in
Yeah,
what, like 80 years or whatever it is. In
you're
terms
gonna
of,
be in history tests. Have you
yeah,
thought about that?
I want to be on the front of a book for history one day.
Yeah, it's gonna be
Be,
like,
you know, one of the survivors of COVID-19 tells.
yeah, we're gonna have to. We're gonna talk, do like talks in schools, in assemblies, talk about what the pot noodle shortage was like.
And they're going to be like, "What is a pot noodle?" We're going to be like, "Don't you dare!"
Okay, wait, let me blow your mind real quick. Get the kettle out.
And they're like, "Oh, right, so it's just pasta with hot water." Yeah, this podcast is being brought to you by Zoom. Thank you very much for being here. We learned about you 3 weeks ago, like
Is
everyone else in the
Why
world.
is everyone using Zoom? It's like it's. I've never heard of it before this.
I don't know. So my mum works in a university, but they're not using Zoom. They're using something else.
It is
They're
like
using
I just don't get it. I don't know where it
Microsoft.
came from.
I don't know. We might have to do a wiki search.
Maybe China made it and then made everyone stay at home, and then that's how they got loads of money.
Shall I look it up quickly? Let me look it up. Zoom was founded 8 years ago
Fair enough.
by Eric Yuan.
Well,
And its
congratulate
headquarters
Eric Yuan. Congratulations, you are a very rich man now.
he's the CEO, so is Kelly Steckelberg.
Congratulations
And
to Kerry Jeckelberg as
Pete
well.
their revenue of 2019 is up 622 million.
Jesus Christ. Why didn't we invent this? This is easy. Like, it's just cameras and talking and stuff.
Yeah, but yeah, it's been around 8 years, and this is the first year that anyone had heard of it. So 2020, boys, let's go.
What would? Oh mate, we need to invent something. This quarantine must be a time to like invent something that we need to like we can profit on.
Yeah, I mean, we could try and make something, but I don't know what would make.
I was thinking like an all drone Deliveroo. So like no people, just drones. Because then it's like you haven't got to touch people. It's perfect.
I mean, I suppose it would work, but like obviously someone's gonna have to fly the drone, so people are gonna have to be drone pilots and be trained in that
Yeah, I suppose.
skill. And also, like, what happens if you get your food delivered and then they rob the drone, give you a fake address?
They surely you'd have to insure them. So I don't
But
know.
I mean, it's, I think it's easy to just let students ride their bikes around.
Something I was thinking about though is like after all this is blown over and we're allowed outside the house, surely like wedding video business is going to go up, which is good for us, obviously.
Oh yeah, but there's going to be mental weddings. It's like you're going to get invitations to about 8 weddings a weekend,
Yeah.
just because it's away. But do you reckon, like, this is what I've been thinking? Because, like, you're not allowed to, like, hug anyone or high-five people at the moment, like, social distancing. Do you reckon the world's going to be one of them places where everyone just becomes a hugger? Like, people you don't know in the street hug each other?
I don't know. I mean, if it does, I will not partake in that. I've never been a hugger, but
I love a hug. Right?
yeah, I know
Like,
you love a hug, but I don't know. It's just a weird thing to me to hug a random person.
you just see Doris with her Zimmer frame. You can go and give her a big old hug just because she is.
You've got a way with old people. It's a weird thing.
Let's not put it like that, all right?
Okay, well, you're friendly with old people. How's that?
Old women and men love me.
Most people love Turler. Turler's got incredible people skills.
You know, I've got great people skills, man. Unless like we have a disagreement and then like don't expect me to be nice to you. In
That
in
is
the
very
words
true.
of NF, I'm a gentleman only if I think you're genuine. So there you go. Because I've
Yeah.
been listening to a lot of him recently. But sidetrack. So we were and are making a film which has
Yes.
had to be cancelled or
Or
postponed, shall we say,
postponed,
foreseeable future.
which is very
Do you
sad.
want to? Yeah. So last time people watched our faces was we were building up to it.
I know we had fire
It's
in our
now
eyes,
been,
and we were
yeah, we were
young and
ready,
naive.
man. Well, yeah, you can call yourself naive if you want.
Man.
Porcelain, or is
Yes.
it called? No, I mean I like the name porcelain. We thought about different names, didn't we?
Yeah.
On set.
I think it was
August.
always Augustine was one because that's the main character's name. I think
Yeah,
that's
so,
it. It was always been Porcelain
Old
from the
House.
beginning though.
Yeah. Since almost a year ago now. But yeah, so we shot it, like I said earlier, in sunny Stoke Abbott,
Hmm.
where everyone sort of is over the age of 55 and stares at you as if you've just done a fart in their nan's face.
Oh mate, it's the most perfect place of because like when we wrote the story, this was like exactly how I pictured it, like this place where everyone knows everyone, and like
Yeah.
if someone else enters the village, they know just like that. And that's exactly what it was like. Like we turned up with all our equipment and vans, and we turned heads everywhere. It was a
Yeah,
very
people just,
weird place, but I think it kind of helped us get that really authentic feel. So it was really good.
yeah, I think when people get to see the film, they'll see, you know, the feeling that we felt
Mm.
big time. I mean, it's mainly set inside, but you can still get that feeling of like sort of unwantedness and awkward, like you're not supposed to be in the place you're in.
Yeah.
If, you know,
And
um,
finding houses that have like are still dated inside, especially on Airbnb, was ridiculously difficult. Um,
yeah, they're ridiculously expensive.
yeah,
Um,
because obviously people when they try and make their houses what do you call it, like for hotels or whatever, they obviously want it to look modern. So
yeah,
finding like a dated cottage was very, very difficult.
yeah, and you can find a cottage that's like 18th century. It's like, oh, that's nuts. And then you go inside and there's a jacuzzi,
Yeah,
and all
it's stupid.
made out of marble. And it's like, why would you ruin such a beautiful exterior by putting in, you know, stupid plug sockets that come out like via frisbee? Like, it's just not necessary.
Yeah,
But we did find. I mean, I found a beautiful kitchen in
yeah.
a small.
Oh, I've never used an Arga before, but they are the greatest thing ever invented.
Tom, tell him, chef man and driver for the
Yes,
win.
I was head caterer on set, and yeah, if you don't know what an Arga is, it's an oven that you leave on, and it heats the whole house, and it's like
Yeah,
really thick, holds heat real well, and it's the greatest. It made me
and you
feel
were
like
cooking.
it made me feel like a professional. Um, I don't turn ovens off anyway. I always forget to do it, so it's a dream in that respect. And yeah,
You
it was
know,
just amazing.
normally your mum or your housemates are having to have a go at you.
Yeah, I get a
In,
shout from downstairs, being like, "Tom, turn the oven off." But
yeah, but in
in this
this
case,
case,
you
you
just leave
just.
it on. It's amazing.
But yeah, you did. You know, you cooked me porridge every day on it,
I did.
which I
Yeah.
appreciate, which was great. But yeah, you did an absolute madness on the shoot, mate.
Oh, cheers,
Smashed
mate.
it, every element. Like, obviously, you had to disappear for a day because you went to a concert, didn't you? You went to
Yeah.
see Eden, which I'm almost certain you've been wearing that T-shirt every day and since then.
Well, I didn't
Every
realize it would be in lockdown for so long, so I only bought 3 T-shirts home with me. So I've just been like cycling through
oh,
them.
yeah. No, I feel that. You had to do the boxes inside out yet?
No, that's fine. Luckily, my mum bought me some more boxes. Um,
Oh, that's
so
fine.
thankfully, I've got clean
Because you have
ones.
to. No, sometimes when life gets hard, you have to do the inside out and tuck them, round and stuff. It's it's just
Yeah,
what
it's not
men do.
fun. It's like, and then there's only certain like, I've got to points where like I've like worn them inside out, and then there's been like really hard weeks where like you're non-stop working, you never had time for washing, so you just sort of like sneak them around the other way again, just for once, suffer through it for 24 hours, and then do the washing tomorrow.
Yeah. No, not nice, mate. Not
No, no.
nice.
I really hope that
That,
doesn't come to bite me. And this is on the internet.
but I mean, there's been so many things that people could clip like 3 seconds of me out of context. Like when I said about punching a kid in the mouth, and
The one that
just
comes back to haunt me is the I don't know how I said it. I don't know why I said it, but for some reason I said is there's a clip of me somewhere saying my fetish is sleeping with old women, and I don't know where that came from.
I think. I mean, we're gonna put it on the screen again just for the old memory. So there it is.
My addiction is like sleeping with old people.
Yeah, I mean, it's your own fault, mate. Really.
I don't know. Like, I'm trying to think because I don't, for one,
I think
and
no.
two, I don't know where it came from.
I think what it was is because Con is really good at taking what we say out of context.
Mm.
So I think what it was is that someone you know told you that my fetish is sleeping with old people, and Con has just got rid of the beginning bit and stuck you in the shitter, mate.
Cheers, Connor.
That's the only answer I've got for you. Con, although not here via facial interactions, he is still behind this all. He will be editing all of this.
Mm-hmm. We did offer him for him to watch, but he didn't want to.
I mean, I offered for him to be in it, but he prefers to be behind the scenes all the time, which is, I understand. With a mug like that, you don't want to have to be seen.
Yeah.
But so our film is one scene away from being finished.
Yes, we just need to film a bit. Am I allowed to say what scene it is?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we got to film a sweet shop scene. I won't tell you what happens in it, but we do have to film. That was the one location that we didn't have sort of set in stone. So once, and then obviously once, yeah.
We were supposed to be filming it the Tuesday that Boris announced lockdown. And the week before, so there was a week between filming week 1 and sweet shop week that we were going around every day looking for sweet shops, and people were like, oh yeah, like take this number, we'll talk to you, we'll phone you. And we were halfway around, I think we were in Portsmouth, and it was like, oh, uni might be closing.
Like,
well, fuck me, this is not good, is it? And then it just shut, so we couldn't get equipment out. So we are now left, and then obviously lockdown happens, so no one can go outside. But we are left with one scene to film, which who knows when we'll get it done this year. But we might not get it done until like September.
Yeah, well, it's going to be whenever. It's the main thing that's stopping us is the fact that the place that we rent our equipment from isn't open until this is over. So we've got to wait until
once it is open. Who knows how long it'll be until we can get the equipment we need.
Yeah.
And obviously, then our university, because we can't hand in a film, has changed the criteria to make it a written piece. But we're not going to go into that because I have some strong feelings about it. Because it's a pile of fucking horseshit.
It is. It's not great.
All but one scene of a film, and they want us to do a written piece and won't let us hand in a film. But we're going to work around it and just do what we want because our uni has put in place the whole, like, your grades can't go down. So, but we're going to work on it and hopefully come to some sort of agreement with what we can hand in, because I just don't think it's fair. I mean, it's not fair on anyone to not be able to hand in a film for their final project of a film course.
Yeah, it's a weird situation.
It is very strange.
But at the same time, the film's gone beyond the grade now. It's kind of the focus is to make it as good as possible for festivals now.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. It's like we aren't even, when we were making this film, it's kind of like we are making it to be as good as it can be for festivals for the next 2 years, for the festival lifetime of our film. Obviously, with that, a grade comes into it because we'd like to get first on our film. But at the end of the day, this is the last thing we hand in. So there's, making it for a grade means nothing really, because it's all about the festivals and the views that we get for it in each festival and how far it goes. But the uni, I feel we've been mistreated as a course. But I suppose uni's got the same thing. There are people out there that are in their third year that now don't know what's going to happen, that aren't getting a graduation, and we just have to wait and see what happens, I suppose.
Yeah, at least our graduation hadn't been cancelled. It's only been postponed, so we likely will get it, but probably not till next year now.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of that, like graduation, we're still going to get absolutely shit faced whenever it is.
Yeah, and the
Um,
Sophias is the one thing I'm disappointed about, but we're going to try and do our own private Sophias.
yeah.
We talked about it.
So at our university, for people that don't study with us or people that don't know, like for our film course, each year there is a film competition, sort of like the university's own Oscars, where they do best script, best directing, best film, best sound, best edit, this, that, and the other. And each year there's one, and we've been to each year's and watched. Now it's come to our time, and obviously now it won't happen because half the groups didn't get to finish their film. Some groups didn't even start filming, which isn't fun. And anyone watching this that didn't get to film, I'm sorry that it happened to you.
And I hope you finish at some
Yeah,
point.
I mean, for people that are watching this that are on our course and stuff, like, if you need help finishing your film, please give us a shout. You know, because I don't want anyone to have been, you know, done over by this massively. Like, there are some stories out there that people were about to make that, you know, will reach out and make a difference to people. So those films still need to be made and still need to be seen. So any help you need, give us a shout, because you would do the same for us. So
Definitely.
but so what do we do now, mate? You know, what's the rest of quarantine got to hold, I suppose?
I don't know.
We have to wait and see.
Have to wait.
I think, probably got another 3 weeks of this, maybe more.
I think I don't know what his name is. Is it Matt Hancock? I don't know what he does, but he said about 3 weeks left. Yeah, at least 3 weeks.
Isn't he NHS boss man or whatever? He's the medical advisor or something.
Yeah, the medical officer. I don't know. I can't get all the names. There's too many names for visit like for.
So is he health secretary? Is that what it is?
He must be. If it's to do with NHS and stuff, he must be health secretary.
Wow. Secretary of State for Health and Social Care. Yeah, he's boss man for all things medical. Because I think because Boris went downhill, didn't he?
Yeah, it's fine now. He's out of hospital.
Yeah, but because Dominic Raab took over for a little bit as like standing in prime minister, and I think he's done an alright job for the couple of days I saw him talk. There was that Preeta Patel who forgot how many numbers of people were tested, which makes me laugh every time I watch it. You see that?
No, I haven't seen that. I might have to watch that.
We'll go put a clip of it on here.
There have been 300,034, 974,000 tests carried out across the UK.
But I'll show it to you after.
Okay.
She sort of how many people have been tested, and her number is just all a bit mental, mate.
Have you seen the thing of Trump doing the same thing?
Oh, mate, don't even get me started on Trump. He's trying to single-handedly kill America.
It's so funny. I think he said he was like, we've tested like 100,000 million thousand or something like that. I think is what he said.
He's just an idiot. Like, he just is. I just don't understand that there are people out there that voted for him, man. Like,
I don't get it.
Obviously, like, we're not political people, so I can't tell you what's wrong or what's right. But voting for Trump is just wrong. Like, I know
he's only got 2 more months or so, isn't he? Until the.
Yeah, but watch him get back in again, because that's just the sort of luck that he'll get. Oh, he's just an absolute clown, mate. I'm just lucky I live in this country. I suppose people think Boris is the same, but he's nowhere near Donald Trump level. That guy, mate. But so we are going to be working on a couple of things over the next couple of days. We've got, like I said, a TikTok video, which is going to be amazing, which everyone wants to see. And we've got another idea, which I'm hoping to get a few people involved in. So these things will be out at some point. After this comes out, this will come out first.
Yeah. Got to get to see our beautiful faces first.
Yeah, I mean, I'm hoping. I don't know who's wishing for that. Apart from your mum and my mum, who are probably the only two people that want to see our beautiful faces. But if you're watching, hi, Tom's mum. Good to.
I'm sure she will be watching.
Yeah, I mean, she messaged me the other day. We chat.
Maybe I should start chatting to your mum.
Go for it, mate. She's currently doing the back garden, and that isn't a euphemism. But yeah, so thank you everyone for watching. We will probably be back more regularly now that there's nothing else to do.
Yeah.
But yeah, please stay safe, stay indoors, don't do anything stupid, apart from click on this video. But thank you very much. Tom, would you like to say goodbye?
Yeah, I just realised we forgot to talk about the fire. So Connor, can you put all the fire videos just at the end of this video, and everyone can enjoy a compilation of Red Boat versus Fire?
Oh yeah, because you almost burnt down a house.
I mean, I didn't almost burn down a house, but it's fine.
We almost died. Yeah. Bye everyone. See ya.
Not lit, Tom.
No, it's pretty fucking lit to me, isn't
Now
it?
it's fucking smoking.
Well, get out!
Oh, God, open the door.
Fucking get out!
What do you want me to do?
We're gonna die!
Look, it's fucking completely out. There you go.